It's your girl Noor in the house. Anyways, today I am doing a collab with my girl Ariana Grande. Just joking. Ariana Monique. My girl lives in the States. We never met. We talked through Instagram and she's so cute. I love her. But anyways, my girl have 3 boys and obviously I have 2 girls. And today we just want to talk about girls versus boys.
So each of us are going to go over basically the challenges and the awesomeness of having girls versus boys. If you don't know about Noor, check out her channel. I'm going to put the description box below. Lovely mom, lovely lady. She's got 2 daughters. I've got 3 boys. And so we just wanted to basically, for the parents out there, go over what people can relate to as far as girls versus boys.
Anyways, let me start telling you guys about my story. So first, when I had Mariah, like, I obviously didn't know what to do with her, okay? But I tried because I've always loved makeup and whatnot. So, you know, I used to put her little dresses and whatnot to make her look cute and whatever. So when I got pregnant the second time, these idiots told me I was having a boy, okay? Tell me why I was super excited, because I think boys are so cute. Like, I was in love. Like, I would love to have one, okay? So anyways, I was super excited. I went shopping for boys, and what happened is, yeah, I went shopping for boys. And when she came out, I see her little punani. I'm like, hey, what the hell are you doing here, girl? I think you're mistaken. You're supposed to go somewhere else, because you're not supposed to be a little boy here.
For me, I'm going to go over the 8 things, 4 that are awesome and 4 that are challenging having boys. I grew up with all sisters, so for me, having boys is pretty crazy and the stuff I have to deal with. So the first thing I would say, I'm going to go over the bad things, or not the bad things, sorry, the challenging things about having boys, and then the awesome things about having boys. So the first one would be buying clothes for boys sucks. There is not enough clothes out there to be cute enough for boys all the time. Like, you know, if you go to stores, they've got like this whole section for girls. Well, they're very limited on boys' clothes. And I don't know what it is. I feel like it's very sexist. But it's so hard to go shopping for the boys.
But anyways, I was obviously excited because that's still my child. I love her to death and she's a cutie. Anyways, so I was kind of upset because, you know, I was like, honestly, I was dying to have a boy. So the thing about having girls, it takes so much work. First of all, when you go to the store, you have to like stay there for at least 10 hours. Just keep picking which little hairband goes with her shoes, which little tutu goes with her little tank top, which, you know, but I feel like for boys, it's more easier. You just pick a shirt, pick a jeans or shorts, and you're out.
The second thing is boys are disgusting. Being that I have my boys, I mean, like picking their noses, they pick it and they wipe it. Farting randomly, I mean, no excuses. Other stuff would be they get really dirty. Outside they'll play with bugs and worms and insects and they just don't care, and they'll get dirty from head to toe, dirt between the nails. It's like, geez, doesn't that bother you? For boys it doesn't though.
It also takes longer to get dressed. If you have to go somewhere, girl, put 2 hours aside just because you have to wash their hair, you have to brush their hair, you have to make sure their socks matching with their whatever. It's a lot of work for girls, I feel, since I have girls. But I feel like for boys it's more easier because all you have to do is put their shirts and when you don't have to brush your hair, nothing, they're good. You know what I mean?
The third thing is that boys are very disastrous. They have so much energy that when they're playing, they're running around, they're fighting, playing with each other, they don't realize the damage that they could do. And usually majority of boys are like rock solid, or they're very like wild with it when they're playing. So if you have nice things and you have boys, you know what I'm talking about. They could be sitting there playing with each other and all of a sudden start getting rough, and then boom, a vase breaks off your table because they weren't realizing their strength. So that's another downside about, you know, not a downside, but more of a challenging thing when it comes to having boys. It's like, if you want to go play, go outside, por favor, because you're going to break all my stuff. So I told my husband, I said, no nice things until we you know, till the boys are old enough to know that you better not mess up my couch or I'm gonna kick your butt.
I find the more they grow, it's like the more insecure they become. Because sometimes I feel like my daughter will come up to me and be like, Mommy, you think I'm pretty? Or you think I'm cute? Or, I'm like, girl, you're beautiful. You know, you don't need nobody to tell you this. You should just know it. So I don't know if, I guess they grow up and they see other kids doing certain stuff and then they feel kind of insecure. And they get a little jealous as well. So for girls, I think that's what happens. Like the more they grow, the less they become secure with themselves, like, you know, the self-esteem and whatnot.
So the fourth challenging thing about having boys that I would say is it's not really a challenging thing for me, for my husband more so, is they're mama boys 24/7. So when it comes to mom, it's always very like a more emotional, sensitive side of them. When it comes to dad, it's very like a challenging side, very dominant, very like attitude. So my husband sees it more as a challenging thing than I do, but I love the fact that they're mama's boys. Which brings me to my 4 great things about having boys is they always have mom's back. I always tell people, I say regardless of who you are in their life, they will always have their mother's back. And so that's one thing that I love. They're always coming up to me and giving me kisses, telling me, Mommy, I love you, like randomly throughout the day. They sit there and if one of them tries messing with me, the other one is like, you better stop, you know. And my kids are like 6, 7, and 1 right now. So I can only imagine what it's like when they get older. I mean, it's going to be a trip. But I love the fact that they're very overprotective and have their mommy's back all the time. So anybody who's got a problem with that, they can just step.
It's cute when you have girls because you can always dress them up, make them look cute, put them their little nail polish. Although I don't do that with my kids, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you do like little cute stuff like that, do like little hair, like little ponytails and whatnot. Also, when they're playing with their Barbie dolls, like you can sit down and play with them. It makes you feel like, you know, you're back again, like at that age when you're young girl, you had no stress, girl, you just playing with toys. So that's the cute thing about having girls. For girls also, they are very emotional. I find they're more emotional compared to little boys. You know, they're like, we're just emotional human beings. Let me just put it that way. Whether you're 5 years old, 2 years old, 20 years old, if you're a girl, you're just super emotional, and that's what I find for girls.
So the second great thing about having boys is they're a lot of fun. So like when you get to play with them, it's risky. You get to go play sports, you get to skateboard, you get to like run like crazy, you get to do boxing, you get to do karate. For me, growing up with all girls and us being like Barbie dolls and hair bows and tutus and cute stuff, it's so much more fun and thrilling. I mean, like having the boys, they'll go on roller coasters, they'll do like risky fun stuff, and that's the kind of mom I am. So I'm glad that my boys love to adventure like that. The third thing that I would say is great and awesome about having my boys is that they are so crazy, but they make me laugh and smile a lot. I mean, I could be having the worst day ever and just seeing them smile, laughing, talking, making a joke with me, bringing me a picture that they drew from school. I just love it. They always make my day. And if you're a parent, you understand where I'm coming from, whether you have boys or girls. But for me, my boys are my heart. So when they do stuff like that, they just make my day.
Oh, another thing too I don't like, well, not that I don't like, it's just I have no control over. When they see their dad, girl, it's like I am just one little maid who's like not known, okay? Like they literally don't know me, okay? When their dads are around, girl, they're so close to their dad. It's like, who the hell is this lady? Where did she come from? It's like they don't know me at all. So that's the sad thing. And this is why, like, I know for boys, they're always like closer to their moms, and it's so cute. Like, I love it. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna have a boy.
Boys are very simple. So it's more simple when you're buying them clothes, when you're buying them toys, when you're buying them electronics. Like, it's not as like high maintenance as girls. Girls really like the makeup and the diva and the more expensive stuff. Having boys is just simple. I mean, they'll be happy if you sit there and they'll be like, hey mom, you know, can you get me, what's a good example? a video game versus a girl wanting like diamond earrings or something. At least for me, I see that the great thing about having boys is that it'll never be like money, 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 money all the time, because when they get to a certain age, I'll be like, you're grown enough, you're old enough, do what you gotta do, be a man and get yours.
My daughters messed up all my makeups, all my lipsticks, like the good ones. Like I would go to the washroom, I'll see powder everywhere. They have mascara all over their faces. Friggin' lipstick is all broken up. Like, so that's having a girl for you. So if you guys, this is all to teach y'all parents, whoever is planning to have kids, you know the difference between having boys and girls and the challenges and the fun stuff. So that's for you to know. Like, it's a lot of work. Having kids is not easy. Whether you have a boy or a girl, it's always tough. But at the end of the day, you learn so much, and it's just so much fun. You grow up with them, and it's beautiful. It's God's gift. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice.
So for me, that's one of the other awesome things about having a boy. They're just simple, you know, they're more laid back. So these are just some of the awesome and challenging things about having boys. I'm gonna head over now to my lovely girl Noor and let you guys hear what she has to say about the challenging and awesomeness about girls. And make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment below. Let us know how you feel about this video, and if you guys want more collabs or if you guys want new videos on certain stuff, let us know. Let us know. Alright, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.
Also for girls, I believe they're more mouthy compared to boys. I think boys they're more aggressive, but for girls, they have a big mouth. Like when you tell them something, yeah, mommy, da, 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 like, you know, they try to talk back to you. Like, girl, listen here, you better not talk back to me. So that's for boys and girls, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I love you. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, bye. Love you.